What's up YouTube, Foot Addiction here. Welcome back to another video, guys, and today I'll be explaining how to go ahead and complete these icon swaps, and I'll explain it to you in detail and the things that you can do to help yourselves. And the main thing is, guys, it is a grind, so try and enjoy the grind, don't rush through it, and yeah, keep calm, guys. I know it's exciting stuff getting yourself a nice icon, and I will go ahead and explain. I'm excited too, man. I can't wait to get my hands on one of these icons, and I also have the mindset I just want to quickly get it done, get my hands on an icon. But it's all about the grind and enjoying the grind, getting better at the game, and just enjoy the game, man. Yeah, that's all it is. Just enjoy the game itself. And to be honest, it's very hard to enjoy the game at the state that it's in, especially with the input lag. It's ridiculous. Anyway, guys, so let's start off with the objectives. Right, so the first one is here: icon swaps online FUT champs. This one is fairly simple. Qualify for FUT champs. Play your division rivals games. Get your ranking in place for FUT champs. And once you enter FUT champs, just play 9 games. Try and win 9 games on FUT champs, and of course that's going to be your first one done. And just try and I'm sure, even as casuals, I'm sure we can win at least 9 matches on FUT champs. The next one is win 3 rivals matches using a full squad of only goal players, including the bench, with a max overall squad rating of 83. Now, of course, this can be very tricky, especially when it comes to division rivals. It's such a it's a sweat fest. And this one, once again, so all you need to do is basically get a 83 rated squad. Make sure they're all goal players. So Memphis Depay, your Sterlings and stuff like that. It can be any squad. You can make any squad. It doesn't have to be a certain league or anything like that. Untradeable, tradable, it doesn't matter. You just need to make sure the squad rating is 83 and make sure your bench is full of gold players and your squad. So that's all it is. Moving on to the next one: win 3 rivals matches using 7 first-owned Premier League players. So what that means, guys, is basically make sure you have 7 untradeable Premier League players in your squad. So it could be an SBC, it could be a pack pulled player, and of course like untradeable rewards and stuff like that, or just packing a player. So it basically means untradeable, a player that you can't sell on the market. You need 7 first owned. That's what first owned means. It means a player that you cannot sell and it's untradeable. So 3 rivals matches in 7 Premier League players. Now some of you might not have 7 Premier League players. I suggest things like try and use your non-rare gold players and do the gold upgrade packs. So maybe you can get lucky and maybe you can even use it for League 1, Serie A, La Liga. It's the same thing. All you need is first owned players. Like, I do not have a lot of Bundesliga players or La Liga players. So one of the advice I can say is try and get yourself some packs and go and open up some packs. Not buy with your FIFA points or your coins. Go and do some SBCs that gives you pack back in returns, and hopefully you can pack some players. Gold upgrade method is the best method to do, and of course division rivals rewards. Try and go for untradeable division rivals rewards. Maybe you could use some of your players. And don't forget, guys, you do have 2 weeks to go ahead and do this, so you still have quite a long time to go ahead and do this. That's 2 weeks worth of rewards that can help you out, and you don't necessarily need to get all of them. Most of us, we're not going to get every single one of these tokens, but you can try your best to get as many as you can. And then moving on to the next one is icon swap single player. So for the first one, you need win 6 squad battles matches on minimum world class difficulty using full squad of only gold players, including the bench with max overall rating of E3. So what that means is basically you need to win 6 matches on world class difficulty using full squad of gold players. So all the players have to be a gold, including your bench, and your squad rating has to be an 83 rated squad. That's all it means. So it's just 86 rated squad, that's just gold, and then the next one is win 5 squad battles matches on minimum world class difficulty using 11 MLS players in your starting 11. So don't forget, guys, with these you don't need any untradables or anything like that. You can use any players. You just need 11 players from the MLS. You need 11 players from the Eredivisie and CSL. So these players, most likely we're going to go ahead and buy these players, because most of us might not even have these players in our squad, and we just got to make sure you have to try and win on, of course, world class difficulty. And winning 5 games is not easy, especially if you're not good at facing with the computer and stuff like that. What I suggest for that is, if you're struggling with the computer, Practice makes perfect. Practice on professional, on legendary. Just keep practicing, and try and get better at the game. The best way you're going to complete these objectives is by learning to get better at the game. Go and watch tutorials, how to defend, how to attack. Try and find the formation that suits you, and that's about it, guys. It's all about enjoying the grind and learning the gameplay, learning the game. And I know sometimes it can be very frustrating, especially when there's a lot of input lag and there's delays and stuff like that, inconsistent finishing. It can be quite hard, but try and enjoy the grind as much as possible, and don't go ahead and overthink the icons that you want to get. Be very careful with the icons that you want to get, because don't forget, this is going to last for about a month or two, and then there's more new icons coming out. There's going to be better cards in the game, so you want to get yourself a player that's going to last you at least halfway through the game cycle, or at least all the way up until team of the season. Someone that's going to be still a very meta card, and someone that's not going to be able to replace that player. It is an untradeable card that you're going to be stuck with, so you want to make the right choice. So please think carefully and don't just go for any player, and be wise in your decision. Don't try and just go for as many icons as you want to get. Try and go for the best icons that will fit in your squad and that will last you all the way up until team of the seasons. Because if you just try and get 3-4 icons, and they might be shit, and then you're going to be pissed. And of course the last one here is, of course, score 20 goals with first own players in rivals match. What that means is basically keep playing your division rivals. If you have at least one untradeable player on the bench or on your starting lineup, if it's on your starting lineup, just try and score a goal with that player, a goal or two, and try your best. And if you have an untradeable that doesn't fit in your team, then just basically put him on the bench and sub him on and just try and score a goal with him. Moving on to the next one, play 20 matches in 4 using at least one first owned player in your starting squad. So what that means is basically you can use your normal squad, but try and get yourself an untradeable once again. And how you get these untradeable guys is, of course, number one is go through division rivals. So at the end of the week, when you get your untradeable rewards, go ahead and get your untradeable rewards and try and fit those untradeable rewards and make a team with those players. Because if you have a player, for example, let's say for example I have someone like Theo Walcott. He's untradeable, right? I will try and build my squad around him to help me achieve some of those objectives, because he's an untradeable. He can score goals, and he's in the Premier League, and I might try and build that side and something along those lines. So just work with the untradeable, basically. That's all it is. And I've just completed this SBC. Try and complete these SBCs such as these. I'll show you guys here. The one that I've just completed, if I can just quickly go ahead and find it. Where is it? Volta Football. All you have to do is basically, it's a very simple SBC. It's not going to cost you more than 5,000 coins, and you just get your for the first 5 players, Premier League, all English, stick them in, and the other 5 you can just put any players there, literally, and you get yourself a mega pack. And I went and packed a Stegen, Mark under ter Stegen, and I already had him in the club. So what I did was I swapped out the new version, because he's pack pulled, he's a first owner, so nobody has owned him except me. So what I've done is I've went and sold to Stegen my used one and put the new one in, so now he becomes a first owner. And of course, that's 55,000 coins I just made right there. So try and go ahead and do SBCs like these. Try and go ahead and do some gold upgrade packs. I'm sure you can pack. I just packed myself a Davinson Sanchez, and he's going to become useful for me when I do the Premier League 7 players, etc, etc. Gold upgrade packs and advanced SBCs such as these, hybrid leagues and nations. You'll get packs back in return, and try and be efficient with it. Try not to spend coins, and try and use what you have in the club. And I'm sure we all have some untradeable players in our club, such as look, I've got Saint Maximin that I packed. He's an untradeable. I packed him from a gold upgrade. I packed Origi from one of the packs that I got. I'm sure we all have untradeable, so at least 1 or 2 that's going to come in handy. Dele Alli, gold upgrade. Di Maria, gold upgrade. I packed all of these players from gold upgrade. For me the best method is go ahead and do some gold upgrade packs, guys, and that's probably the best way to do it. But don't use players that you might need or use. Use players that you're never going to use, the unneeded, unnecessary, non-rare goals, and players like that. Anyway guys, I hope this video did help you guys out. As you can see myself, I'm trying to currently do the Premier League one. I packed Harry Kane in one of the packs as well, and as you can see, you know, he's a first owner, tradable, so I am the first owner, and you know, that's just the way. Hopefully I was very clear in the video. I hope you guys do understand what I'm trying to say, and you know, I'm trying to complete that objective myself, win 3 division rivals matches using 7 Premier League players that are first owners, and it is very hard guys. It's a sweat fest out there, but just stay calm, try and, you know, do at least 5 games a day. You know, if you do 5 games in 5 days, you know, that's 25 games. Within the next 2 weeks, that's 50 games. I'm sure within that 50 games you can complete at least half of those objectives. You know, I'm sure you can at least go ahead and get yourself, you know, 7 tokens or 6 tokens. And don't forget, there's going to be another batch of tokens coming in as well. So you do have a long time to go ahead. Like, you got about 2 months of getting sorry, a month and a half or so getting you know, at least I'm sure you can gain at least 20 tokens, or if not 20, or you know, at least 15 or 17 tokens that you can gain within a month and a half, even if you don't play the game that regularly. And you know, you got the likes of getting someone really good for that token. Even if we do the minimum basic and we do 6 tokens, you know, in this batch, and we do another 6 tokens in the next batch, that's 12 tokens right there. And you know, you can get yourself someone like Hernan Crespo, and who's a player that's going to last you all the way up until team of the season. He's a fantastic card. Roberto Carlos, 11. You know, don't go for these players. Don't look at the rating. Don't look at the fact that, oh, you know, I can go and get this many icons for this many. Try and just relax. Try and think about your team. Try and think about who's going to fit in. Like, I can tell you right off the bat, he's not worth it. 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 He's the type of player you want to go for. Roberto Carlos, Hernan Crespo, Patrick Kluivert, no. Miroslav Klose, no. Balak, you know, yes. Andrew Pirlo, maybe. You know, Roy Keane, most definitely. That's a prime icon, and he fits in. Look at this. He's gonna last you all the up in team of the seasons. You know, you got to look at players like that. Rivaldo, no. Ian Wright, that depends. You know, if you're looking for a forward and stuff. Rio Ferdinand, most definitely. Manuel Costa, not sure. Javier Zanetti, 120%. 17 swap icons, end game player. He's going to last you all the way up until team of the season, maybe even longer than that. Base icon, completely avoid this. Do not go for this. Hugo Sanchez, he doesn't have the composure. Emilio Butragueño, fantastic card. Go for a card like that. Go for a card like Steven Gerrard. You know, maybe Mark Loken, and of course, if you want to, you can sink in all your tokens into Didier Drogba, but I personally don't think it's worth it. Anyway guys, I hope this video did help you guys out. If you do enjoy the content, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, and make sure you guys let me know in the comment section below what's your thoughts and feelings on this promo and what you think. And if you need any more videos or help, please let me know in the comments, and I'll make more content to help you guys out. Thank you guys for watching. Peace out. Have a good day.